Most people are picking Jaron Ennis to beat Xander Zayas coming up June 27th at the Barclays Center in one of the best fights you can make in boxing. But I think they may be overlooking Xander Zayas.
And there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I got the speed, I got the power, I got the technique, I got the length, I got the strength, I got the IQ. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration when it comes to breaking down.
I got Boots, man.
And what style? You think it's gonna go out 12?
I don't know. Jaron might put on.
Of course, man. Look, at 23 years old, man, he's a unified champ. I mean, who wouldn't want to be in that position, right? And I think he's definitely on the clouds right now. And I think if he can continue that momentum and beat Boots, man, I think the sky's the limit for the kid.
Now, what about Boots? What do you think his best attributes are in the ring?
And he's slick. You know, he's slick, and I think the best attribute about him is that he could create openings off of anything. You know, he does all these little movements that he could find the opening. So I think him being able to create openings off anything, man, I think that's pretty special.
All right, man. Thank you for your time. And once again, who are you giving the advantage to that fight to?
If I'm a betting man, I'm going Boots.
I got Boots, man, and I low-key don't even see a way that Xander's gonna be able to deal with Boots. I mean, they say he's gonna box him and stuff like that or whatever, but I don't think Zayas' power is really top tier to really keep Boots off. I think Boots is very versatile. I think he'll fight a better fight than the past.
You may be surprised by his performance. I do have Boots winning the fight. I put a little bag on Xander Zayas though because of the odds were so crazy. You practically you can't win any money unless you put a huge amount of money down on Boots. And really, what you're going to win is just, you know, y'all get it. The probability of winning and the odds and all those things. It just, you can't really afford it. So I put a little money on Xander Zayas to win bigger. But I do have Boots winning, and I think.
I mean, Boots, we still trying to see if Boots can Boots take the punch. Is Boots really the good? We don't know. We was hoping he fought Virgil Ortiz because we thought Virgil probably could show us, but now it's even better because Xander gonna show us too. Yeah, Xander's not as old as him. Xander hasn't been around as long as him, but Xander's a two-time world champion. And, you know, and he's gonna be big as heck come fight night.
4 months, most boxing fans believed this fight would be an easy win for the favorite. Many expected him to show his incredible power and speed before moving one step closer to becoming a global star. But everything changed during the official weigh-in. As soon as both fighters stood on the scale, the story of this fight took a different direction. The confidence from one side was suddenly matched by a huge physical difference that no training camp could hide. Now, the boxing world is divided, and many experts who once predicted a quick knockout are starting to change their opinions.
50-50. Neither one of them is a puncher.
Okay. 50-50. What do you see there? Why do you say that?
Because I think that neither one of them has the big hammer. They both can crack a little bit. They're supposed to be able to crack at that level, but they don't have the big hammer where they're going to hurt you with any good shot. I think that Boots is a little sharper in his delivery and in his punches. I think he has better combinations. Again, maybe it's experience. I don't know, but neither one of them has the decisive edge on that.
Would you say that Jaron is a little bit more explosive than Xander?
Yeah, a little sharper. His punches come with more bad intentions than Zayas. Zayas more, I'm not gonna say he pushes his punches, but he just doesn't have that snap at the end of him like Jaron does. And Zayas may be the bigger puncher, but because Boots is so explosive and sharp, his maybe take more.
The numbers on the scale only tell part of the story. What really caught everyone's attention was the face-off outside the Barclays Center. Before the weigh-in, many people believed the younger challenger would fail to make the super welterweight limit. Instead, he made the weight without any problems, showing great discipline. But when his opponent came in even lighter, the size difference became impossible to ignore. It wasn't just about a few pounds. The challenger looked bigger, stronger, and naturally larger. Suddenly, this fight became more than just a battle of skill. Many people started wondering whether the smaller fighter could handle such a big physical disadvantage.
Xander Zayas, Jaron Boots Ennis, 12 rounds for the unified WBA WBO Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Natural Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Boots Promotions. Zayas, live on the Zone from Brooklyn, New York, USA.
The noticeable size difference quickly became one of the biggest talking points in boxing. Many insiders reminded fans that this challenger has gained almost 30 pounds after weigh-ins in previous fights before stepping into the ring. This is not only about cutting weight. Many believe he is naturally a middleweight fighting in a lower division to use his size advantage. After the face-off, the favorite's father and trainer also shared his concerns, saying that the challenger is simply too big for this weight class. Because of that, many fans believe this could be the last time the young fighter competes at super welterweight, no matter what happens on fight night.
You know, it's Xander didn't do any interviews yesterday. I believe his team said for sure he's moving up. So what does that mean for you when being on the opponent's side, when you see that, when you kind of, like, what does that behavior mean?
Well, I've been said that he was too big. He was going to move up anyway. So, you know what I mean? But he taking a chance, you know what I mean? And he want to be great. So, I mean, like I said, I respect Xander for taking the fight. A lot of guys didn't want to fight Boots.
Right. But talk about that respect, because he's a unified champion. He's not even just kind of a star alone. He's a unified champ, giving opportunity to a guy that a lot of people didn't want to.
And he didn't have to take the fight. He could have forced somebody else. So that's why I respect him. You know what I mean?
Right. With this weight issue that Xander seems to be going through, does that work in the game plan for you? Like maybe more body shots, more movement?
Some people do, some people don't. You know what I mean? Xander, and then you got to look at it. Xander, 23 years old. He's young, man. So his heart is in it.
The most surprising part is that this fight was never the original plan. At first, the favorite was expected to face another top boxer in one of the biggest fights of the year. However, unexpected problems behind the scenes and serious legal issues forced that opponent out of the event. With the original fight cancelled, the favorite wanted the toughest replacement available so he could keep chasing a world title. He accepted the challenge without hesitation, but while trying to build his legacy, he may have underestimated how dangerous this new opponent really is.